Hey Sagittarius, I just pulled cards for you. And honestly, what came through is something I need to share right away, because the energy here is absolutely wild. I have been doing readings for years, and sometimes you get those moments where the cards just line up in a way that makes you pause and go, okay, the universe is definitely trying to tell you something specific. And this is one of those times. So I shuffled the deck with your energy in mind, and the first card that came out is the Nine of Wands, and already I am like, okay, there is a story here about resilience. This card shows someone who has been through battles, someone who has every reason to be exhausted, but they are still standing. And Sagittarius, I need you to understand that this is not about dwelling on what has been hard. This is about recognizing that you have been building something incredibly strong within yourself without even fully realizing it. The Nine of Wands is that person who has fought their way through so many challenges, and they are standing there maybe a little bruised, maybe a little tired, but they are not broken. And what I find fascinating about this card in your reading is that it is not showing up as a warning, it is showing up as a foundation. Everything you have been through, every single moment where you thought you could not keep going, but you did anyway. Every time someone doubted you or circumstances seemed impossible, and you pushed through regardless. All of that has been preparing you for what is about to unfold. I want you to really sit with this, because sometimes we go through difficult periods and we think that is just life being hard. But the Nine of Wands is telling me that for you, Sagittarius, this has been strategic preparation. The universe has been strengthening you, building your resilience muscle, making sure that when the opportunities and blessings that are coming your way actually arrive, you will be ready to handle them. Because here is the thing about big blessings. They require big capacity to hold them, and you have been developing that capacity. There is also this element with the Nine of Wands about being protective of your energy and your space, and I am getting that you have learned some really valuable lessons about boundaries. Maybe you used to be the person who said yes to everything, who gave and gave until there was nothing left, who let people take advantage of your generous Sagittarius nature. But something has shifted. You have learned that protecting your peace is not selfish. It is necessary. You have learned that not everyone deserves access to you, and that is a powerful realization. What I love about this foundation is that it means you are entering this next phase from a position of strength, not desperation. You are not looking for someone or something to save you. You are already standing on your own 2 feet. And that changes everything about what you are able to attract and create. Now, the next card that came through is the Three of Pentacles. And OH, this is where things start getting really interesting. The Three of Pentacles is about collaboration, recognition, and skill being acknowledged. This is the card of the master craftsperson whose work is so good that people are coming to them, seeking them out, wanting to work with them, not just hire them. For you, Sagittarius, this is telling me that something you have been working on, some skill you have been developing, some project you have been pouring energy into is about to get recognized in a major way. And I am not talking about just a pat on the back or someone saying nice job. I am talking about real, tangible recognition that leads to opportunities. This could be a job offer that actually matches your skill level. This could be a collaboration with people you respect. This could be your work getting seen by the exact right people who can help take it to the next level. The Three of Pentacles often shows up when there is a meeting of minds, when your expertise is going to intersect with other talented people, and something bigger than what any of you could create alone is going to emerge. And for a Sagittarius who loves growth and expansion and learning, this is like your ideal scenario. You are not going to be stuck doing something boring or repetitive. You are going to be challenged in the best way. You are going to be learning. You are going to be growing. I am also seeing that this recognition is earned, not given. The Three of Pentacles does not show up for people who are faking it or coasting by. It shows up for people who have genuinely put in the work. And that connects beautifully back to the Nine of Wands, because all that effort, all those late nights, all those moments where you kept going when you could have quit, that is what has built the skill and the character that people are about to recognize and value. There is money connected to this too, because pentacles are the suit of material resources, and the number 3 is about growth and expansion. So whatever is coming is not just going to be emotionally fulfilling, It is going to improve your financial situation, maybe significantly. And I know that might feel like a relief because I am getting that you have been stressed about money or feeling like you were not being compensated fairly for what you bring to the table. That is about to change. The third card is the Six of Pentacles. And honestly, when this card showed up right after the Three of Pentacles, I actually smiled because the story these cards are telling is so clear. The Six of Pentacles is about the flow of resources, about generosity, about receiving and giving. And it is showing up here to tell you that you are moving into a phase where the energy around money and resources is going to balance out in a really beautiful way. If you have been in a position where you felt like you were always the one giving, always the one supporting others, always the one who did not have enough for yourself, the Six of Pentacles is saying that is shifting. Resources are going to start flowing to you. Help is going to come from unexpected places. People are going to show up wanting to support you the way you have always supported others. But here is what I find really beautiful about this card in your reading, Sagittarius. It is not just about you receiving. It is about you being in a position where you can give from overflow instead of depletion. The Six of Pentacles shows someone who has enough that they can be generous without it hurting them. And I am getting that this is actually really important to you. You want to be able to help people, you want to be generous, but you have not always been in a position where you could do that without sacrificing your own stability. That is changing. This card is also about fairness and balance in exchanges. So if you have been in situations where things felt one-sided, where you were putting in way more than you were getting back, whether that is in relationships or work or friendships, the Six of Pentacles is restoring balance. You are going to start experiencing reciprocity. People are going to match your energy. You are going to be valued properly. I am also getting something about a specific financial opportunity or gift that is going to come through, and it might surprise you because it is not necessarily something you planned for or expected. The Six of Pentacles has this element of grace to it, like the universe just drops something in your lap because it is time. So stay open to unexpected sources of income or support because they are coming. Now we move to the Seven of Swords. And okay, I need to be really clear about what this card is saying because the Seven of Swords often gets read as the liar card or the theft card. And while those meanings exist, in this context it is showing up with a totally different energy. The Seven of Swords in your reading is about strategy and cleverness and doing things your way, even if other people do not understand or approve. For you, Sagittarius, I am getting that you have been trying to do something the conventional way, trying to follow the rules or the path that other people said you should follow, and it has not been working. It has felt stifling. It has felt like you are wearing shoes that do not fit. The Seven of Swords is giving you permission to break free from that. It is saying you do not have to do things the way everyone else does them. You can be strategic, you can be unconventional, you can find your path even if it looks weird to other people. There is also something here about knowing when to move in silence. The Seven of Swords is the card of the person who is working on something quietly, not broadcasting every move, not asking for everyone's opinion. And I am getting that this might be important for you right now. Not everything needs to be shared. Not everyone needs to know your plans. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just quietly work on what matters to you and let your results speak for themselves. I am also picking up that someone might have underestimated you or counted you out, and the Seven of Swords is saying that you are about to surprise them. They thought they knew what you were capable of, but they had no idea. You have been working on something or developing yourself in ways that are not visible yet, and when it becomes visible, people are going to be shocked in the best way. The other thing the Seven of Swords can indicate is retrieving something that belongs to you. So, if there is a situation where you feel like someone took credit for your work or benefited from your ideas or somehow got something that should have been yours, there is energy of that being corrected. What is yours is finding its way back to you. The Eight of Cups comes next, and this is interesting because it is a card about walking away, about leaving something behind even when it is not easy to do so. The Eight of Cups shows someone turning their back on something that looks from the outside like it should be enough, but they know in their heart that they need something more. Sagittarius, I am getting that. There is something in your life right now or very recently that you have been considering walking away from. And it has been hard because maybe other people do not understand why you would leave. Maybe it looks good on paper. Maybe people are telling you that you should be grateful or that you are being unrealistic. But the Eight of Cups is validating that inner knowing that you have. It is saying that if something does not feed your soul, if something does not align with who you are becoming, then it is okay to walk away, even if it seems illogical to others. This could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a living situation, it could be a version of yourself that you have outgrown. And what I love about this card is that it is not about running away from problems. It is about walking toward something better. It is about having the courage to say, I deserve more than this, and I am willing to leave comfort behind to find it. The Eight of Cups requires massive courage because you are walking away without knowing exactly what is ahead. There is no guarantee. But the card shows someone following the moon, following their intuition, trusting that there is something more meaningful waiting for them. And Sagittarius, as a fire sign who loves adventure and growth and meaning, you understand this on a deep level. You would rather have uncertainty and possibility than security and stagnation. I am also getting that this leaving behind is necessary for what is coming. The blessings that are trying to reach you cannot come in if your hands are full, holding on to things that no longer serve you. The Eight of Cups is creating space. It is clearing out the old so the new can enter. And even though it might feel scary or sad right now, you are going to look back and understand why this had to happen. The Ace of Cups shows up next, and wow. Okay, now we are getting into the surprise energy that your reading title mentioned. The Ace of Cups is about new emotional beginnings, about love, about your heart opening in ways it has not in a long time. This is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck, and it's showing up in your reading is telling me that something is coming that is going to completely shift how you feel. For some of you, this is absolutely a new relationship, and not just any relationship, but the kind that makes you believe in love again. The kind where someone sees you, really sees you, and appreciates everything that you are. The kind where you do not have to shrink yourself or hide parts of yourself or play games. The Ace of Cups is pure, genuine, overflowing love energy, and it is coming your way. But even if romance is not what you are focused on right now, the Ace of Cups can represent a profound emotional healing, a new friendship that feels like coming home, a creative project that fills your heart with joy, or even just a renewed sense of connection to yourself and to life. Something is going to happen that makes you feel alive again in your heart space. What I am really getting strongly is that you have been through a period where your heart felt closed or protected, or maybe just exhausted, and the Ace of Cups is saying that it is safe to open again. It is safe to feel deeply. It is safe to be vulnerable. Not because nothing will ever hurt you again, but because you are strong enough now to handle whatever comes while still staying open. The Ace of Cups is also about emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. It is that feeling of contentment, of being exactly where you are supposed to be, of having love and joy in your life. And after everything the earlier cards showed about struggle and walking away and being strategic, the Ace of Cups is like the universe saying, okay, you have done the work, you have made the hard choices, now here is the reward, and it is going to be beautiful. Now the Knight of Wands bursts onto the scene, and this is where the energy gets absolutely electric. The Knight of Wands is pure fire energy. It is passion and excitement and movement and adventure. This knight does not walk anywhere. He charges forward full speed. And for you as a Sagittarius, this is like the universe speaking your language directly. The Knight of Wands can represent you stepping into this energy yourself, suddenly feeling motivated and inspired and ready to take action on things you have been thinking about. But it can also represent someone coming into your life who embodies this energy. Someone adventurous, someone passionate, someone who is not afraid of intensity or speed or taking risks. If we connect this to the Ace of Cups that just came before it, and I think we should because these cards are telling a story together, then we might be looking at someone who comes in with romantic intentions, and they are not subtle about it. The Knight of Wands does not do slow burns or playing it cool. They are direct and enthusiastic, and when they are interested in you, they make it very clear. But whether this is about another person or about your own energy, the Knight of Wands is bringing action. Things are going to start happening fast. You might feel like you went from nothing happening to everything happening all at once. Plans that were stuck are suddenly moving forward. Opportunities that you were waiting for are suddenly available. People are responding to you differently. I am getting that this speed might actually feel a little overwhelming at times because you might have gotten used to things being slow or difficult, and suddenly it is like someone hit fast forward. But this is good, Sagittarius. This is what you have been waiting for. Just make sure you are staying grounded and making decisions from a clear place, even when the energy is intense and exciting. The Knight of Wands is also about confidence and charisma. You are going to be feeling yourself in a major way. People are going to be drawn to your energy. You are going to attract attention and opportunities simply by being authentically excited and passionate about what you care about. The Six of Swords comes next, and this is the confirmation that yes, you are definitely moving from one phase of your life into another. The Six of Swords is the transition card, the journey card, the leaving behind troubled waters, and moving toward calmer shores card. And what I find significant is that this is a chosen journey. This is not something happening to you. This is something you are actively doing. The Six of Swords often represents physical movement, so for some of you, this could literally mean moving to a new place, traveling, relocating for an opportunity. But even if it is not a physical move, it is definitely a mental and emotional transition. You are changing your perspective. You are leaving old patterns and old ways of thinking behind. You are becoming someone new. What I love about the Six of Swords is that it shows you are not alone in this transition. There is someone guiding the boat, there is support, there is help. So even though change can be scary, you are going to have what you need to make this transition successfully. The universe is not just throwing you in the deep end and saying good luck, there is guidance and assistance available to you. I am also getting that this transition is bringing you toward peace. The water in the Six of Swords is calmer where you are heading. So if things have felt chaotic or turbulent or just really hard, you are moving into a period where things are going to feel more manageable. Not because you will not have challenges, but because you will be in a better position to handle them, and you will not be dealing with the same level of chaos or drama. The Six of Swords can also indicate healing happening during this transition. Like the act of moving forward is itself healing. Every step you take away from what was not working is a step toward feeling better, being healthier, having more peace. And you are going to notice this shift in your energy and your overall well-being. The Five of Swords appears. And okay, I need to address this one carefully because it has some challenging energy, but it is actually showing up as information that is really valuable for you to have. The Five of Swords is about conflict, and it is about winning, but at what cost? It is about situations where someone is more interested in being right than in finding a solution that works for everyone. In your reading, Sagittarius, I am getting that this card is appearing to warn you about someone in your environment who is not operating with good intentions. Someone who is competitive in an unhealthy way. Someone who would rather tear others down than build themselves up. Someone who sees everything as a battle that they need to win. And the card is telling you to be aware of this energy, but not to engage with it. The Five of Swords is showing you that you do not need to fight every battle. You do not need to prove yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you. You do not need to win arguments with people who are not interested in truth or fairness. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is just walk away and let them have their hollow victory while you go build something real. I am also getting that there might be a situation recently where you felt like you lost, or where someone got the better of you. And the Five of Swords is saying that what looked like their win is actually going to turn out to be hollow. They might have gotten what they wanted, but it is not going to bring them what they thought it would. Meanwhile, you refusing to stoop to their level or play their games is actually positioning you for something much better. There is also a message here about choosing your battles wisely. Not everything deserves your energy or attention. Not every provocation needs a response. The Five of Swords is teaching you discernment about where you put your focus and your fight. The final card in your reading is the Two of Pentacles, and this is perfect for you, Sagittarius, because it is all about balance and adaptability and juggling multiple things successfully. The Two of Pentacles shows someone who is managing different areas of their life, different projects, different priorities, and they are doing it with skill and even a sense of joy. What this is telling me is that yes, there is going to be a lot happening for you, and yes, you are going to be managing multiple opportunities or areas of growth at the same time, but you absolutely have the ability to handle it. You are more adaptable than you give yourself credit for. You can hold multiple things in motion, and you can make it look easy even when it is complex. The Two of Pentacles is also about finding balance between different areas of your life. Maybe between work and personal life, maybe between practical responsibilities and creative pursuits, maybe between taking care of yourself and taking care of others. And the card is showing you that this balance is possible. You do not have to sacrifice one thing completely to have another thing. You can have multiple priorities and manage them all. I am also getting that the Two of Pentacles is about being flexible and open to adjusting as circumstances change. You might start out with one plan and need to pivot, and that is okay. Your ability to adapt and flow with what is happening is actually one of your greatest strengths right now. Do not get too attached to things looking a specific way. Stay open to how they want to unfold. The Two of Pentacles can also indicate money coming in from multiple sources or opportunities that create more than one income stream. So financial stability is being built not just through one thing, but through diversification. And this actually makes your situation more secure, not less, because you are not dependent on any single thing. What strikes me most about ending with the Two of Pentacles is that it is showing you in motion, active, engaged, managing your life successfully. This is not a card of struggle or barely hanging on. This is a card of someone who is in their element, who is capable, who is making things work. And that feels like such a beautiful place to end this reading, because it is showing you that after everything, you are not just surviving, you are thriving. So Sagittarius, to bring all of this together, you have been through a period of building resilience and strength that has prepared you for what is coming. Your skills and your work are about to be recognized in significant ways that include both collaboration with talented people and financial rewards. Resources are going to start flowing to you more easily, and you are going to experience more balance and reciprocity. You are being strategic and clever about how you approach your goals, and you are allowed to do things your way. You have the courage to walk away from what no longer serves you, which is creating space for new blessings. Your heart is opening to new emotional experiences, and love is coming in, whether that is romantic or creative or friendship or all of the above. You are stepping into passionate, forward-moving energy, and things are going to start happening quickly. You are transitioning into a calmer, more peaceful phase. You need to be aware of people who are not operating with good intentions, but you do not need to engage with their drama. And you are going to be successfully managing multiple priorities and opportunities with skill and balance. The two surprises I mentioned in the title are absolutely the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Wands energy, because these are showing new love, new passion, new excitement coming in hot, and probably faster than you expect. And you definitely have things to celebrate, because the Three of Pentacles and Six of Pentacles are showing recognition and financial improvement and resources flowing your way. I am genuinely excited for what is unfolding for you, Sagittarius. The cards are showing a major shift from defense mode and struggle mode into receiving mode and thriving mode. Stay open, stay adaptable, protect your energy from people who are not on your level, and get ready, because things are about to get really, really good. Let me know if this resonates with your current situation, because I would love to hear your perspective on what the cards revealed.